Hi, folks. Welcome to Crisco's Corner. Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Verdict reached in Hunter Biden trial. All three federal counts guilty. Let's read on. Now, this is in Delaware, the Biden's home state. It's the same biased jury, but reversed. It's biased in favor of the defendant, and they still found him guilty. The evidence was so overwhelming. The trial was short because the evidence was short and sweet, unlike the Trump trial, where the evidence is shaky at best and the legal theory is a joke, and it was incredibly biased against the defendant. But Hunter Biden was still found guilty because it's so obvious. There's no way there would be one or two holdouts for a mistrial. Hunter Biden was found guilty on 3 federal felony charges for illegally buying and possessing a gun while addicted to crack cocaine. Federal law expressly makes it illegal for individuals with illicit drugs to possess firearms. He could face 25 years in prison. He won't see any, and if it is, it'll be extremely short time, 90 days maybe, in a low maximum, low security prison somewhere, some federal prison, mow the lawn and rake the leaves and play chess with the guys, and he'll have Secret Service protection. You'll see no time. As a first offender, is unlikely to face jail time. Now, I want to say this, and this is going to cause maybe a stir with some of the people that see this video and some of my subscribers. But let's take Hunter Biden's name out of this equation. One of the questions on the questionnaire to purchase a gun was, and they list it here, let's find it here, on a federal background check from affirming he was not an unlawful user of or addicted to marijuana or any depressant, stimulant, narcotic drug, or any other controlled substance when he bought the Colt Cobra 38 Special, when it was clear that he was. Now, here's my problem. Take Hunter Biden's name out of this and put in Joe Blow, and he's on trial. We've got some serious constitutional issues here with this form that the feds want you to fill out. In order for Hunter to buy that gun, in the portion where it says he takes any illegal or illicit drugs or he's addicted to, he put no, which is one of the reasons why he's on trial. Admitting that you're breaking the law is a big deal when it comes to the Fifth Amendment. I don't like Hunter Biden. Like I said, take his name out of it. That's a problem. Admitting guilt. Admitting that you committed a felony to purchase a firearm. That goes against the right not to incriminate yourself. I think there's a lot in that, even though I can't stand the Biden family. I'm a big Trump supporter. But I have to remain fair. Admitting that you're taking an illegal drug, a felony, in this case, because there's crack all over the place in all the videos, is admitting guilt, which goes against your Fifth Amendment right. The testimony against him was also quite damning. Haley Berry, Hunter's ex-girlfriend, Haley Biden, Hunter's ex-girlfriend and the widow of his late brother, that's another thing. My baby brother passed away in 2011. To even put on my radar to date and have a serious adult relationship with my dead brother's wife is beyond pale, but having poor moral judgment is not against the law, or we'd have to have a lot more prisons. Testified that she found the gun in his unlocked truck, along with remnants of crack cocaine and drug paraphernalia. Of course, one of the things from the case against Hunter was the admission of his laptop from hell in evidence, which makes it real. And there's still MSNBC and CNN and some social media lefty nut bars that are still saying it's not real. It is real. They even brought it in physically as evidence. Evidence found in the laptop included not only videos of him smoking crack, but also incriminating text messages with drug dealers and text with others referencing or suggesting drug use. Hunter Biden's memoir, Beautiful Things, was also used against him in a portion of the audiobook replayed for the jury, talking about his drug use. Bank statements showing large withdrawals of cash were also introduced as evidence. And Hunter Biden's ex-girlfriend, Zoe Keston, testified that a good amount of that cash was used to buy drugs. You know, the defense struggled. It says here, what the defense was trying to do and say, listen, we're not going to say my client, Hunter Biden, didn't have a drug problem. But we're going to say when he applied for the license, I shouldn't say license, to purchase the gun, when he put no in the question, do I take illegal drugs or substances, he was clean on and off for a long time. This is the area time he was clean. So therefore, he didn't lie. Well, I'm kind of a Second Amendment purist. Unless you've been convicted of a violent crime or violence, assault, sexual assault, assault on minors, you get the idea. There's no way you should not be able to purchase a firearm. Like I said, if your background is violence or sexual assault or assaults on minors, I think the Second Amendment is clear. You should be able to purchase a firearm. So I'm not a big Hunter Biden fan, but my gut tells me maybe that might end up in the Supreme Court. We'll see what happens. But the one thing it does for Democrats, they don't care about Hunter Biden, the Democrats. They don't care about Joe Biden either. They want power and control and keep it forever or as long as they can. They'll throw them to the wolves. They don't care. But what this does is say, look, listen, they're in Delaware, Biden country. 80%, I'm just making up that number, but a huge majority of people in Delaware voted for Joe Biden. And not only voted for him president, voted for him more than a dozen times for senator. This is his state. It's a small state, so it's kind of like a large city or a decent-sized city is the whole state. So a lot of people know each other. And they still found them guilty because the evidence was overwhelming. But they're going to make the comparison. Look, justice was served with Hunter Biden. So they throw him under the bus. The Democrats are going to say, and look at the evidence against Trump, and he was found guilty. So the justice system prevailed, which is a crock of bullshit. So we'll see what happens. First-time offender, who knows? He's got a IRS case coming up. He didn't pay over $1.5 million in taxes. We're going to have to see. They got enough money to pay a fine. He'll appeal it. I don't know on what grounds they're going to appeal it, but I'm sure they'll try. So I was going to say the Republicans got what they wanted, but not really. The Democrats got what they wanted. They wanted to show the farce or the fallacy that the justice system is fair and equally justice is administered and no one is above the law, including ex-presidents and presidents' sons. And that's what they're going to go about. Charlie Brown, adult, wah, 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 wah. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see, folks, but the Democrats are going to be all over this and somehow turn it against Trump. They're very good at that. What do you think? Until the next time, God bless, goodbye, and good luck.